four subjects interview questions day one. So the first question is real life example of OOP's fundamental like abstraction, encapsulation, polymorphism, or inheritance. So real life example, if I talk about abstraction, what is abstraction? So it is a process of hiding the internal details of an application from the outer world. Abstraction is used to describe things in simple terms. Like it used to create a boundary between the application and the client program. There is a boundary. If I talk about in the technical terms, so it is a boundary, creates a boundary between the application and the client program. So it is hiding internal details, whatever the internal thing is happening inside, it is hiding it and only showing the outer world, only showing the things that is important. So this is called the abstraction. If I talk about the abstraction, so abstraction is present in almost all the real life machines. Like if you say that your car is a great example of abstraction, when you start your car, turning the key or pressing the start button, so what happens? You don't need to know like how your engine is getting started and what are all the components of your car are working. You don't know. You don't have to know that things. The car internal implementation is not your job to learn. Your job is only to how to ride the car. So this is like the car internal implementation, the complex logic is hidden, completely hidden from the user. The second example, if we can say that if we can heat our food in microwave, so we press some button to set the timer and type of food. So finally we get our hot and delicious meal. The microwave internal details are hidden from us. We have been given access to the functionalities in very simpler manner. Like we are only about to just take our food and place inside the microwave and set the timer, whatever the food you have entered, just set the buttons and you get your food after some time. Do not care about what is happening inside. So this is called the abstraction. This is called the abstraction. So objects are the building block of object-oriented programming, and an object contains some properties and methods. We can hide them from the outer world through access modifiers. We have access modifiers like public, private, and protected. So with the help of that access modifier, we can able to hide our objects, hide our functions, and data members from the outer world. We can provide access only the required functions, the properties to the other outer programs. So this is the journal procedure to implement abstraction rules. So from this whole chapter, from this whole, we can say that abstraction is the process of hiding the internal things from the outer world and just showing the important and the necessary details to the outer world. Now, if we come across the encapsulation is a process of combining member function and the data member in a single unit called a class. As you know that you have implemented your class. In the class, you used to like define class members and the member function inside the class. So you are encapsulation. You are implementing encapsulation there because you are just like combining both the members and the functions under a single unit. The purpose is to prevent access to the direct data directly because this helps us to just make sure that you're not accessing the data directly. In this way, the article we can learn with more encapsulation advantages and disadvantages. We know that encapsulation real life example is like capsule, and the capsule binds all the medicinal materials within it. Similarly, in Java or in C++ encapsulation, we can say that our data members, the member function encapsulated under a single unit, and we can use it. So we can see the data hiding in this case in the encapsulation. If I make you learn about something which is, this is the data article, which is very good. So OOP is a programming paradigm that is based on the objects. Okay. So the four pillars, which are the polymorphism, inheritance, encapsulation, and abstraction. Polymorphism. So it is the ability to exist in many forms. Poly means many and morphism means form. So polymorphism is the ability to exist in many forms. Example, we can take an example of like boy. In the real example, the boy can be student, a player, and a writer. So the boy can exist in different ways in different situations. Okay, this is the example of your polymorphism. Similarly, if I talk about the sound of an animal, so people have the same sound, but different animals make different sounds. The following diagram shows different sounds, but different animals making different sounds. This is called the polymorphism. So the ability to exist in the manifold. Now, if we talk about the inheritance, inheritance means it allows class to inherit common properties from the parent class. So inheriting means taking some common properties, some features from the parent class to the base class, to the child class. So let us assume that there is a class vehicle. All vehicles are not the same, but we can inherit common properties like color, size, type from the parent vehicle. Class 2 creates a class like car, bus, bike. Similarly, if we talk about this example with the parent class as animal, and here also we can in common properties like name, sound, color, breed from animal class to create classes like dog, cat, horse. Now, encapsulation. Encapsulation means it binds data and code together into one unit. Data and code. So, common example, the main common example is a medical capsule where capsule mixes few types of medicines and stored in a one capsule. So, the different types of medicinal things, materials, which is encapsulated under a one capsule. Now, if we talk about this one, which is an example, encapsulation is a large organization. An organization is consists of several departments, like the production department, purchase department, sales department, accounts department, combines all the department and form a organization. This government organization has different departments, and these departments combine together and capsule together to form this government organization. Now, abstraction. So the abstraction is displaying only the important information by the hiding the implementation part. Like if you go to ATM machine and you want to withdraw your cash or deposit or just check the balance or the print bills. So you just only do certain actions. Like you have to do certain actions which are necessary. Putting your card inside and just writing your PIN number, and get the information. Like the hidden process, it's processed by showing only the main thing, and it's getting the input and giving the output. So even though it perform a lot of action, it doesn't show us the process. Similarly, if we talk about this thing, which is like next example, most commonly mobile phone. On mobile phone, we can perform so many actions like making calls, sending message, taking pictures, download software, and etc. We perform a lot of things, but there's no need. Like we don't know like what is happening inside your mobile phones and what is happening inside your software and the application which you are working. Which means the implementation part is are hidden to us from us. They're only about using that particular thing. So this is the very good article. Now this is also one more article which is polymorphism. So there is a two type of polymorphism: compile time polymorphism and the runtime polymorphism. Compile time polymorphism is the method overloading and the operator overloading. Similarly, if I talk about the runtime polymorphism, there is a method overriding. So polymorphism means many forms. As a person at the same time can have different characteristics, like a man at the same time is a father, a husband, an employee. The person possesses different behavior in different situations. This is called the polymorphism. Okay, so I have explained you each and every term and its real life example.